What is up, my YouTubers? Okay, so it's been a very long time since my last video. So I'm making this video because if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, and don't know anything about who I am, well, hi, I'm Jennifer, and I make this channel for mental health, shopping, etc., you know, life hacks. I have a dog who's Diego at the moment. Anyways, point being, this video is in lieu of slight mental health check-in and slight a long overdue case of my daughter being killed. So I will link everything below. Well, not everything, but I will link the few items that I have below, or I can link everything. Basically, okay, March 22nd of 2019, my mother and my daughter are walking across the street, had full on like accessibility to walk across the street. I mean, like the signs were like all pedestrian, like little person, you know, they had access. They were struck by a woman in Carolina Beach. My mom was severely injured. She couldn't work for like 7-8 months, and my daughter was killed. She was 16 months at the time. If you guys don't know about any of this, go watch like 1,000 videos I've had posted on this previously. But that's just the clip notes of it. So basically, we have been waiting for over a year now. It is now, what is it? It's July 15th. I'm looking at my calendar, my computer screen. If I look weird and I sound weird, I apologize. I had to put this out there because this is just like a huge mental health check-in for me and for anybody who's ever lost a child or a baby or anything, like whether it's a natural death or a tragic death. I mean, this is like huge, but I just want to give you guys my personal experience. If you haven't followed my journey, please watch my other videos on this. Basically, last year, March 22nd, 2019, I was living in a halfway house, and I had to do a drug screen. I'm not going to go into details. You can ask me in the comments below about all that crap. I wasn't on drugs. No, I got stopped for DWIs. So I'm just telling you that. Anyways, so I had to go from my halfway house, which is in Oleander, and to Shipyard, which if you guys are not familiar with Wilmington, North Carolina, that's a good few miles. So I woke up. I didn't want to go because I thought it was ridiculous because I did a test and I knew it was going to be negative, and I thought it was bullshit, and it was going to rain, and I just did not feel like dealing with it. I had to work that night, so I had a lot of laundry to do. I lived with like 9 other girls in the house, and I just was not feeling going to this house. So I went to take my drug screen, came back to the house, right? And I was going to start my laundry, but I noticed the other girls had some laundry in the machines, right? So all of a sudden I get a call from I think it was my house manager or the housing director who owns all the houses. Either way, they said, "Are you sitting down?" I said, "No." And they said, "Well, I think you need to sit down." I go, "Okay, just tell me. I don't need to sit down." Which normally people, when they're being told tragic information, they don't want to sit down. So basically they said, well, the first thing they said was, "Well, we have a girl coming back to the house right now to help you." And I go, and I'm thinking, oh my God, did I test positive for something? Like, cause I drink kombucha drinks, and if you guys don't know, kombucha drinks are like this fermented thing that can sometimes taste, or not taste, test positive. I don't know if it does test positive for certain things, but I love kombucha drinks. But I was freaking out thinking, like, what did I do to violate something? So anyways, they said, no. Basically, there's been an accident. Yeah, so all they had to say was there was an accident. And they said it was a vehicle accident. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like somebody hit my mom. So they didn't tell me any other detail. I mean, they told me a little bit. They said, your mom was in the hospital and your daughter's in the hospital. And that's all they said. They said, somebody's coming to get you. They're going to take you to the hospital. we don't think you should drive your scooter. Which, duh, I'm not going to drive my scooter to the hospital. Would I have? No, I actually wouldn't. Looking back, no, I wouldn't, because it's anyways, basically, so somebody came and got me. We went to the hospital, and I checked in. I said, well, I was told that there's an accident. You know, I'm Cora's mom. This is, I'm, Kathy's my mom, and I was told that there was an accident, right? The accident happened at like 10 something this morning on a Saturday. And I remember driving back to my halfway house just feeling very off. Like something wasn't right. Like I don't know. It was like a weird feeling. Like I didn't want to go to work. I just chalked it up to like, I really didn't want to deal with the halfway house. I didn't want to deal with the girls. I didn't want to go to work. Because I wanted to like sit there and watch YouTube videos. Like that's how I felt. It wasn't like something tragic happening, but it was like, it was also a very off feeling. So anyway, so they instantly, at the hospital, they instantly said, okay, wait here, we're going to get the doctor. So they like instantly not ran, but I mean, they instantly got me a wristband and they said, okay, we're going to take you to see your mother. And I go, okay. So I instantly saw my mother, and the first thing I did, I started tearing up. I mean, I was tearing up. I mean, she was in a neck brace. She was lying on the bed. And the first thing she said was don't cry. I'm fine. And I'm like, oh my God, she's on fucking drugs. I mean, she was probably on like, morphine or what's it? Demerol, not Demerol. That's what they give in the dentist's office. What's the other one? What's like, more stronger than morphine? It starts with a D. Anyways, you guys probably know. I don't know if you guys know, but anyways, it's stronger than morphine. Anyways, so my mom was on like very strong painkillers, and she's in a neck brace, and she's laying in the bed, and I start like tearing up. And if you guys don't know at all, my daughter was in foster care during this time due to my own mental health, legal issues, whatever. The father was an asshole. No, he wasn't an asshole. He's just an addict. Anyways, my mom was going to get custody of her within the next month. Like literally that next month, my mom was going to get custody of her. So the social worker was there. So I was under so much like I can't even express it. Like I was shocked that my mom's in the hospital. My instant thoughts went to my daughter. Like, where the fuck is my daughter? Like, I knew she was in a great hospital. New Hanover Regional Medical Hospital in Wilmington, North Carolina is an excellent hospital. I do trust their staff. I love their staff. But at the same time, I was so... Because I saw my mom and I knew she was okay. But my first thought was like, where the fuck is my daughter? And the social worker was there. And it pissed me off because she was there. And I literally wanted to punch her in the face. I said, get the fuck out of my goddamn family's life. Like, you have no business being in their life. I know my daughter's in state custody because of some bullshit, but like, this is an issue. Like, this isn't your problem. Anyways, sorry to cuss any child watching this channel. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. Please do not demonetize my channel. This is a very emotional stance. I'm getting to the point. I had to tell you guys this story. And I'm about to cry right now. Anyways, basically, okay, so before I saw my mom, the nurses or one of the doctors, I can't remember who, said at the scene that they were going to airlift my daughter Cora, but they couldn't. And when I heard they couldn't due to injuries, I knew what it meant. Because I've studied EMT school. I've studied some brief medical strategies, you know. I mean, if I could be a nurse, I would. But it just hurt because when they said they couldn't airlift her. So, Anyways, once I realized my mom was okay, and I was talking to her, and she actually started making me laugh, which was kind of cool. And she remembered. She goes, dude, I flew like 6 feet up in the air and all this other stuff. And she told me, like, she was holding Cora's hand, but the car struck my mom first. And it just, so, long story short, basically when the doctors said you needed to come up to the pediatric ward, I didn't want to. To be honest, I didn't want to. I honestly did not want to, because I knew, I don't know if it's all moms out there. I don't know if every mother feels this who has a loss, because I did suffer a stillborn as well. And I'm sorry for what the shaking is, but as a mom, you just know you have a connection to your kids. And it may not be all mothers. It may not be all mothers. It could be dads, too. Dads have that same connection sometimes. But my point is, I went with the social worker because, of course, she had to be there. Yes, anyways. So, went up to the pediatrics, emergency unit, whatever. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But basically, they put us in this room. And I was trying to get information out of my social worker. She wasn't telling me, because she already knew. She knew the information. I was like, you know, she was judging me. And I was like, oh my God. I just wanted to literally smack the living crap out of her. Like, I know you're a social worker, but seriously, stop. For 5 minutes judging. Like, stop. Anyways, so after like, I don't know how many minutes, the doctor opens the door. As soon as I see his face, all I said was, she's gone. Yeah. I didn't even have to, all I said was, she's gone. And he said, yes, I'm sorry, she is. And I said, and my first literal, shock reaction, I don't know if this is normal. I do not know if this is normal or not, so please do not judge me at this. But my very first thought, due to pure shock, was, well, duh, she's 16 fucking months old. Her head hit the concrete. Of course she's DOA. And the doctor looked at me kind of weird, and the social worker did too. And I looked at him, I'm like, I'm sorry. Explain to me. Her head hit the concrete, because that's what I was told. She's 16 months old. Her brain's not developed. Explain to me how the fact that you tried to save her. So he did. He tried to say that she wasn't... He said she wasn't DOA. When the paramedics arrived, they think that there was swelling in the brain, but I don't know. I mean, I totally blacked out the entire conversation at that point. Basically, they tried to, drill into her brain to remove swelling. So, I'm thinking, duh. Swelling in the brain. The medical aspect of me, slight shock, and I'm probably going to get 1,000 years of backlash on this, on this, because when you're in shock with an extreme traumatic event, depending on who you are, for me, I know medical things. I'm not an expert. Obviously, if I was an expert, I'd be a doctor or nurse. But I know enough. And I go into a state of, okay, this isn't happening to me. Tell me the facts. Tell me this. Tell me this. I just, I need to know what to do. I instantly go into auto mode. I don't realize that it's happening to me personally. I I wanted to know the facts. I wanted to know the situation, why they couldn't do this, why they couldn't do that, what did they try, and then my answer was, well, duh, she's 16 fucking months old. You thought you were going to save her? So, that probably wasn't the right way to react. I don't know the right way to act. Nobody knows the right way to react. Basically, of course, this is all happening with the social worker in the room. Of course, she's writing her little notes, you know, watching my reactions. Oh my God. Because God forbid, what, am I going to commit a criminal act? What am I going to, like, sit there and, like, what am I going to do? Worst case scenario, I'm going to, like, harm myself, not anybody else. But anyways, so after all that, I instantly asked, can I see her? Can I hold? I don't even think I said, can I see her? Sorry, I'm wiping my nose. I don't even think I said I could see her. I said, can I hold her? And they said, absolutely. I said, please, can I hold her? And I asked it again because I wanted to make sure that was okay, because I didn't know. And as soon as I walked in the room, guys, dude, I don't know if anybody's lost any child ever. And if you have, you know that moment when you see them. If anybody's lost any child, whether it's a stillborn, whether like to 99 years old, when you see that person dead, and she was bald like right here, and she has a suture, but it literally looked like she was just sleeping, because she had this like peaceful look on her face, but like a tragic peaceful look. And it hurts because my sister showed up to the hospital to check on my mom and to make sure I'm okay. And I needed my sister at the time. I forgot that my sister and my nephew, who's going to be 3 in August, by the way, when this happened, he was almost 2. So I forgot that my sister saw the whole thing. And I asked her to see my daughter. And looking back, I'm like, how selfish was that? Because my daughter, I asked my sister, not only who witnessed the entire accident and heard it, and who has post-traumatic stress because of it. I asked her to be in the room with me because I couldn't deal with it alone. But my sister did, because she knew I needed somebody and Mom couldn't be there. They're actually going to wheel my mom up to the room to do the religious service, because I decided I needed a chaplain to just bless Cora before they took her to autopsy. And they were like literally like within 30 minutes, and they're like, well, we have to get the chaplain here like now. And I'm like, I don't care if you need your fucking autopsy. Like, I don't care about the legalities. Arrest me, fine. I don't care. Just like, let me deal with this. Looking back, I understand the legalities now, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't have my mom. She can't get approved to be wheeled up at the time. I needed somebody, and my sister was the only one there. And I feel bad because my sister, and I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me, I'm really crying right now, but my sister was the only one there, and I feel bad for her. Fast completely forward. So Heather, whatever her last name is, Ligatino, whatever, I can post these articles below. Hopefully I will find them. I did find 2 things. I have other things posted in my other vlogs about the death and the accident and everything else. You guys can go watch those if you want. But my point is, she went to court yesterday. And this is the link I'm posting below. Because, I'm sorry, I have Kleenexes. Why am I wiping my nose on my shirt. I don't know. It's just, I'm very upset right now and I can't think. So sorry, that sounded gross. But okay, so basically, Heather went to court yesterday. Before she went to court this past week, she wrote me and my mom, I don't know about my sister, but she wrote basically our attorneys a letter of apology. And she spelled out a lot of things. If you guys want to, I can try to figure out how to save it and then copy it into my links. I don't know how to do it. I just, if you guys want to, because I would hope that whoever watches this channel would want to read her version of it, because I also wrote her a letter. And that I can also post to her letter. Basically, she explains a lot of things that I did feel for her. Like, you know, she's never been, like, really in trouble. I mean, she's an advocate for rescue dogs. I mean, she's basically me as a realtor and rescue dogger person. And then I wrote to her basically saying that, and I'm looking because I'm trying to remember where I put the letter, because they have a Memorial Corner and I put the letter in the Memorial Corner. But basically, it was an accident. Do I blame her? Yes. But, like, I know it was an accident. I know she's suffering tremendously. I know she is. And there's a lot in her letter that struck me because I suffer from mental health. And I don't want this to push her completely over the edge. Because I know that this has been pushing her closer and closer to suicide or whatever else. And I don't know how she's surviving. I really don't, because, I mean, I don't. But she went to court yesterday, and she pled guilty for misdemeanor death by motor vehicle. She serves 1 year of unsupervised probation and 150 hours community service. Yes. On that note, I am severely pissed by certain aspects of that. One, because if it was my choice, I wanted her to sit a year in jail, whether that was weekends or not. I don't care. I wanted her to sit a year in jail and then do community service after it. My lawyer said they can't do both. Then I thought, okay, fine. Then do supervised probation. I don't know why I thought supervised. I guess because I'm on probation. But I thought, make her have supervised probation and then maximum community service, right? I think the maximum is like 2,000, 3,000. I don't know. It's a hell of a lot of community service. I wanted her to do community service at either a high-kill shelter for animals or a horse farm. And the reason why is because high-kill shelters, she does foster animals. She fosters dogs. And I thought maybe if she can, like, go to a high-kill shelter, she can maybe help these animals get adopted. That's what I wanted, for positivity. I mean, I know this is tragic. I wanted to help her turn her life around after this. And because I know that's what my daughter would have wanted. And then an animal farm, because it's very hard work. It's great for your mentality. I don't know. That's just my opinion. When I go through an anxiety attack or a borderline attack, I literally have to do extreme physical work. Like, I will literally go through a deep cleaning house frenzy type of thing. So they may not be everybody. Everybody has their own techniques, but I thought maybe that would help her kind of channel her energy, and she's working around animals, and especially horse farm. Horses are one of the best animals for recognizing, like, pain and distress and everything else. But that's what she was sentenced to. So I'm angry because it's a very light sentence. But I mean, I reread her letter. I would, like, as soon as I read this sentence, I was furious. I mean, I was like you have no idea how furious I was. I wanted to literally, like, just like blow up and like go on a run marathon, and I can't run, but I mean, I wanted to like do something. So once I calmed down and reread her letter, reread the sentencing, reread her letter, reread my letter to her, reread like everything about the entire accident, like the news posts, the videos, everything, I kind of started to understand. So I'm happy that the case is over. Part 1. It's over, part 1, because she is sentenced. That part's done. Now all we have to do is wait for the lawyers to finalize all the legalities of the settlement with the insurance and all this other legal BS crap. I will say one thing. The one thing that was holding up this entire thing was this video surveillance camera of the accident. It was sent to whoever. They swore they didn't get it. They had to resend it. They swore they didn't get it. Then they had to get a subpoena to get it. It was, I don't know. Basically, case is settled. It's done. It's fine. It's over. I'm at half peace. I'm literally at half peace. I'm more like just ready to move forward. I'm ready to move forward because I hate having it hang over my head. I hate having it hang over my family's head. We are all just so ready to just be done with it. So once, like, all the settlement, the lawyer fees, everything is completely done. It might take till September. We do not know to finalize completely everything. But once everything is completely done, I think, and, oh, that's what I was going to say about the video. I need to see the video. I need to see the video of the accident. And I'm scared to. I'm scared to because I don't want to, like, check myself back into the Oaks. But at the same time, I feel like you guys can tell watching this video about my mental health. I can tell that my mentality from a year ago is much more stable, if that makes sense. Like, I'll break down. Oh, yes, I might have to request off work. That's fine. They'll understand. They will totally accommodate to that. And I don't want to go to the Oaks because I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I don't know. But I'm prepared if I need to go. But I need to see the video of the accident just for closure. I don't know if that's psychotic. I don't know if you guys out there would do the same. I need it for closure. I need to see why. And I need to see, and then reread her letter and rewatch every single, like, crime thing or newscast, or it's just weird. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. I will say that one of the links, the newscaster is whoever wrote the article, the news journalist. I give them props, but they got a lot of information wrong. Well, they didn't get a lot. They said that Cora's 19 months. She was actually 16 months. They said that I am Jennifer Hailstein, and I'm not. I'm Jennifer Schott. Yes, you guys now know my last name. Who cares? But my point is, I wish journalists should check their facts. But that's just what I'm saying. That's what's just going on right now. It's a lot. I'm half happy it's done. Please, if you guys have anything to say about this channel, please do, positive or negative. I take both feedbacks. If you guys have lost anyone ever to a tragic incident or just a natural death, then please comment below. What has helped you guys to get through things? I mean, there are a lot of things that I could be doing. Like, I could spiral on drinking, like, constantly. I've never actually done drugs, but, I mean, I could have spiraled on that. Like, you know, I could have said, I need Xanax, and then spiraled on that, which, yeah, I don't understand the whole Xanax thing. Squirrel, I know, ADHD, but, there's a lot of things. I just want to know other people's techniques. For me, I work a lot. That helps me. My dog, who, right here, Diego. You guys know Diego. If you guys don't know Diego, this is Diego. Yeah, so, he helps me a lot. My elliptical that I just bought. And then, I don't know, I'm in a weird headspace since yesterday, which is perfectly understandable. Anyways, you guys, please, if you can, like, subscribe, and comment below on anything. If comments are allowed. I don't even know if my comments are on, to be honest. But I have an Instagram. So if you cannot comment below, check me out on Instagram, because I will be posting a teaser to this video on there. And please wear a mask if you guys go out. That's all I'm going to say at the end of this video, because I hate them. A lot of people hate them. I do wear them when I go out. It took me a very long time to wear them, but I do it out of respect, because I don't want to, even though I am perfectly healthy for myself, I don't want other people to be infected. So, because I could be a carrier. I don't know. So just wear a mask, even if you don't want to, even if you hate it, even if you think you're going to look like a dork. Think about it this way. 1, you look gangster. 2, you look like a biker. 3, you are protecting other people. 4, there are so many custom things. You can like have like this cow mask. I mean, or like a chicken mask, or like a pink glittery mask. My probation officer actually has a blinged out mask. It's so cool. So just please wear a mask. Anyways, you guys stay awesome. Thank you for sticking through this video. I'm sorry it's long. I had a lot to say. It's a very tragic, but part 1 of happy endings. Kind of. I say happy because it's part 1 of being over. And we can now move forward. And I don't want to give it up, though. I don't want to give her up. I'm not giving her up. I never thought this day would come. But you guys stay awesome. I will catch you next time.